our time getting to know the person behind the name.
I'm standing here with Mr. HP Java.
Hey, Asanda, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Okay, the person, Java, you, childhood. Tell us about that.
Java's a very shy person, although like it doesn't come across to the public, you know, but I've always been a person who's been like, you know, to myself. I do puzzles, I do video games, but obviously once in a while you call the whole neighborhood to come and do something at your house. So like I was very out there, but a lot of the times I was to myself.
So where did you study and what did you do at school?
I went to like, you know, deeper thing and went into school starting off, and then I went off to St. Albans College, my first English medium. Well, yeah, my first English medium experience actually, coming from Pantsula and stuff, you know. I was there for 6 years, and I was like mostly like an arts cultural kind of person, more into theater and drama and them, you know. But yeah, academy, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I had a very great maths teacher, so yeah, maths was also one of my favorite subjects.
So you're numbers man or not?
Well, maybe when it comes to that. Yeah, you know, the numbers man, but yeah, man, usually nah, it's kind of bad.
And getting into the music, you had two debut singles, two debut albums. Tell us about that. Why two?
Actually, I'm on my 6th album. The first two were with EMI, and then we broke off from EMI. We did our own album, like Oman, with our own record company and stuff. And then we had a reload as well. Then we did YBA, which is the current one that everyone is like starting to like recognize and show love to. And we're currently trying to work on like another album and stuff. But it's been tough. I personally didn't want to be a musician. I studied film and corporate communications at RAW. So I thought I was going to be like an academic guy into film and all that stuff. And I just happened to know how to rap, you know. So yeah, I got a deal, and yeah, the rest is history.
So when you started off, I mean, how did that happen? Who discovered WHP the man?
I was at varsity, and I remember walking past with a Walkman, and one of the girls in one of the dorms, she had this guy who came to visit her. Oh, I think he was interested in her. But she says to this guy, "Hey man, this guy can rap, you should hear some of his stuff." So the guy's like, he's from EMI. He's like, "Yeah, let me hear your stuff." He goes, "Okay, I'll give you a contract Monday." And I'm like, no, you know, like I think I stole them for 3 months or something until I found out how much they pay. I was like, okay, maybe, you know, but jokingly, like, I don't know, like it just seemed like a right thing to do. They had just signed Mendoza onto the label, they had TK, they had a couple of other great artists, and I thought, yeah, why not, you know, and I didn't think I'd do it for so long. 9 years later, here I am.
Yeah, man. And the music itself, I mean, you write in ethnic languages. Tell us about that. Why is it so important for you to write in your ethnic language?
I didn't plan for it initially, you know. Coming from Mafikeng, we were influenced by a lot of our own artists that side, Stone being one of them. He was like the first mainstream one, you know. And I heard Stone doing some rhyme with Setswana lyrics in it, talking about Mahapu and all that. I was like, what? You're supposed to be rapping in English, then it wouldn't be rap, you know. Until I tried it myself, and that's actually how I came up with the name Pantsula in one of the rhymes that I did. I wrote another one, and as the more I did it, the more easy it became, you know. Next thing you know, like I had an album, and I was known for doing what I do type thing.
And how important is it to you that more of our South African rap artists do it in their ethnic languages?
The thing is, hip hop has always been like associated with our American counterparts. It has nothing to do with South Africa type thing, you know. But unfortunately, there's people who like the culture and the people and all that stuff, you know. So the only way to make it relevant to the people in South Africa is to like give it something they can relate to, you know, and that is language, you know. So the more people have language in their music, the better, you know what I'm saying? Then people will relate to it. It won't just be like something for those groups of people type thing.
One last question, just motivation. What would you say to inspire the youth who want to be where you are one day?
Education is a seatbelt. I'm not gonna be cliched and say it's a tool. It's a seatbelt. You know what I'm saying? You can drive around without your seatbelt and still get to your destination. But the day you crash will be the worst day in your life, you know. So education is a seatbelt, and people need to start seeing it as that, you know what I'm saying? It's a safety precaution.
Guys, put those seatbelts on. Mr. WHP has to run off. So thank you very much for talking to us. We really appreciate this.
Big up, man.
And
learn
he's
more,
moving
guys.
it on Strictly Come Dancing. And remember, learn more and safety belts.
Yeah. Thanks, man.